This is a GoHAMradio.com exclusive.
I'm MsFancyPantz. We're here at the second annual Podcast Expo at the MusicBox, presented by West Coast Radio. I'm here with a new artist to us. Maybe you already know her. Her name is Luci, Luci. Now tell us a little bit about your artistry and what kind of music you do.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Lima, Peru, but I grew up in the States and I have a lot of different influences. I do a combination of pop, Latin, and R&B. So it's like soulful, it's edgy, it's sexy. The writing, I really like to push the envelope with the kind of songs that I write. So yeah, there's a lot of high energy in my performances and in the music, and it's just very emotionally connecting too, what I hear from my audience.
And have you always been doing music your whole life, or is it something you just tapped into recently?
You know, my love for singing began when I saw The Little Mermaid. As a kid, how can you not?
Right,
you know.
The first movie I watched over and over again.
Yeah, me too. I wanted to be a mermaid. I prayed to God, please make me a mermaid, and my family too, because I don't want them to be lonely. True story. And then it was Aladdin, and but the Disney movies cultivated that. But I really started to get more into my element in around 2010 when I started exploring more of the Latin elements of myself. And then now it's just a full-blown hybrid of all of that stuff, and people say that the performances and the music remind them of a combination of like Shakira, Christina, Rihanna, and like a little Justin Timberlake, vibes. So.
Okay, well, speaking of those artists, were those some of your influential artists growing up, or they've just been compared to? Who would you say have been influencing you in both American style as well as Latin music?
Yeah, definitely all of those artists. I love Justin Timberlake since the NSYNC days. I had his picture in my locker. I had a lot of Justins in my locker, let's be real, and a lot of Nick Carters too. But the classic divas back in the day, Mariah, Selena actually too, and Shakira before she was, famous in the U.S. when she was kind of an emo punk rocker.
She had the dreads going. She reminded me of a Latin version of Alanis Morissette.
Yes, totally. So Katy Perry she was a pastor's kid too, and she latched on to Alanis. I was the pastor's kid that latched on to Shakira, and now I'm just like a crazy hip shaking performer.
So do you do dancing and performance when you do? You don't just stand up on stage with a mic. You do a whole.
No, I like to move. Yeah.
Have you always been a dancer as well?
No. I grew up with scoliosis and flat feet and just a lot of weird stuff. I know, yeah.
Look at her now.
Yeah, right. And I have a very, very conservative family, so there was no dancing allowed. So anything that I've learned, it really started when I went to college. I would go to salsa clubs and just try to cut loose a little bit, and it's just all a learned thing. I'm always trying to get out of my comfort zone and learn new kinds of dances and feel more of movement in my body, yeah.
All right, and so the music that you do you have singles or any EPs or albums out where people can find you and listen to you and tap into your music?
Yes. So there's good stuff, and there's more coming. I released an album called Bear in May.
Spell that.
This year, Bare.
Naked. Okay, yeah. Bearing everything. She got her Christina Aguilera on.
I liked this year. I've gotten naked emotionally and physically. I guess we're officially nudists at the beach now. So I'm very much about being shame-free, self-judgment-free, and that is the name of the game for me and my music.
That's great. So what is your social tags where people can follow you? And then also, is it just Luci if they're searching all musical platforms?
Yes. So on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, it's Luci, Luci. So the easier way to find me on there is to type in Luci and Bear. So Luci Bear, the name of the album. And on social media, I'm on Instagram under Luci Lampy. So Luci, lamp like a lamp with an E at the end. And Facebook is La Vida Luci. So,
are you guys writing this down? Get out your phone right now and follow immediately. Make sure you're tapping into Luci. And so has Luci, just a quick question, has Luci always been your stage name? Is that your government name that you just kind of went with?
It's been my name since I was a little kid. I mean, my full name is Maria Lucia, which one of the tracks on Bear is titled that. But nobody could really say it, and my mom gave up. And she's like, you will not be called Maria because there's too many Marias. So that's fine, Lucy. So it's just been my name my whole life.
Awesome. And how has your family been now that you're doing music? Are they receptive to what your artistry that you're putting out now?
You know, that is an interesting question. They're not openly supportive. They're more like not interfering. They're like peripherally supportive. You know, like I don't hear, hey, how exciting. My brother, though, he is super, he's always curious. He's always very up to date on what I'm doing and excited about what I'm doing. He lives in LA, so he's not far. But yeah. Yeah.
We'll get to know Lucy. We're definitely going to get to know her. We're going to check out her music because you know GoHAM Radio does a phenomenal women's showcase every month, and it would be great to be able to introduce Lucy to our community and to be able to get her center stage so that she can do her artistry for you guys. So make sure you're tapping in with Lucy. We're here at the West Coast Podcast Expo, the second annual one. Have there been some other, tell me how you even found out about this event real quick.
So I went to the first one, and one of my producers that I worked with on the album told me about that. And I liked it, so I thought, you know, I'll come back and meet some more cool people.
Right, some more exposure. Well, it's definitely great to meet you. We look forward to hearing your music and getting to know you more as an artist and an individual.
Thank you so much.
So I'm MsFancyPantz here with the lovely Lucy. And catch us. We're going to be back with another interview. Peace.
This segment has been brought to you by GoHamRadio.com.